Hello everybody, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the EP by Spiritbox, The Fear of Fear, the band's second EP since their debut album Eternal Blue. So last year they released Rotoscope with 3 tracks, and now we've got The Fear of Fear with 6, which I was debating on if I reviewed or not, but if Spiritbox aren't going to do an album anytime soon, I don't think I'll be able to review them, and I did kind of want to, so is another EP review after the Adderall Slipknot EP. I'm going to talk about this one. So, The Fear of Fear, I'm going to be ranking this one from worst to best because there's only 6 songs. It's easier to do it that way, and I can give you my opinions on it as we go along. So, my least favourite is Too Close Too Late. I do like this one. I wish it wasn't as long as it was because I just don't think there really is as much to it as some of the other tracks. It's still good. It's one of the softer tracks. It doesn't really have any screaming whatsoever in it, which half the EP doesn't, and the other half does. So it's kind of a mixture. If you like the heavier stuff or the lighter stuff, you got a good blend of it, and this one's definitely a good blend of that. It's got a good chorus. I like the chorus on this one, and the instrumental is pretty good as well, but I just think compared to everything else, it just stood out to me the least, so it had to be at the bottom. Number 5 we had Jaded, which this one was quite a highly anticipated single. A lot of people loved it, had a music video, had all that hype, and I like Jaded, but I think in the general sense it is one of the weaker tracks on the record as well. I do enjoy the chorus to this one, I enjoy the atmosphere, I love the blend of heavy elements to the softer vocals as well. I like how it's structured. Jaded kind of feels like the classic Spiritbox track on the EP, and I think that's cool, but I like some of the newer stuff that doesn't feel quite like that as well. So Jaded is near the bottom, but it's still a really solid single, so I'm not surprised why a lot of people do like it, because it is good. Number 4, third worst, we have Angel Eyes. This one is great. It's another really heavy one, but instead you got a lot more electronic elements to it. You got a lot of these electronic components, like electronic drums. Got some just it's fun little like bits here and there to it. And Angel Eyes is good. It's a bit short. It's basically like a shorter version of Celador. It's consistently heavy, but it's got a bit more of these electronic components, and I think the instrumentation just doesn't quite hit with that really deep drive of heavy that Celador does, but it's still good. I think Angel Eyes is fantastic. This was the first new track I really enjoyed, and I think it's definitely a fun one. Yeah, it's pretty good. Third one I have is Ultraviolet. This one, it's softer as well. It's probably arguably the softest song on the album, if you want to go that way. I think it sounds really good. I think the Courtney's vocals here is some of the best that we've heard, period. I just enjoy just how harmonic they sound. I think the instrumentation just has a really nice drive towards the softer feel it has, and I think Ultraviolet's great. This track is definitely a banger and a classic in the making. I'm not surprised that this one's going to have a music video, because it definitely would kick ass with it. Really good one. Number 2 I have The Void. This one was always one I really enjoy. I just love the chorus, I love the melody to it, I just love the instrumentation. Like it definitely has like that energy from like heavier Spiritbox. It definitely has that Spiritbox energy, but I like how it's a bit softer than usual. I think it sounds really good. It's great. I think as a next direction from next shift from like the Rotoscope and Eternal Blue sound, I think it sounds really good. I really like The Void. Is really good. And then we're going into number 1, which I mentioned is Celador. This one is still my favourite. It's just a really intensely heavy, just very low pitched feel. The guitars just go for this very sludgy gent sound, and I enjoy that, just especially with the chorus as well. It's very hauntingly amazing. I just love how deep the screaming is on this one. It's fantastic. This is definitely, I'd probably say, it's easily one of the heavier songs they put out there. It's rivaling Holy Roller and Angel Eyes for the heaviest track, but I think Celador might be the heaviest one they put out. It's a really good song, and that's the EP. it's just an EP, so it's only 6 tracks, but I like it. I think it's a really strong start. I prefer the songs here to the ones on Rotoscope, and if they do an album with this sort of sound, it would be incredible. I actually wish Fear of Fear was an album, because I'd like to hear more songs that play with the elements that these ones do, but I feel like that's the reason it's an EP, is because they had enough ideas to think of this, and if they had to think of any more, it could be potential filler. So if it's short and sweet and that's what they want to do, that sounds great to me. The Fear of Fear is fantastic. I think it's a really good EP, and that's my opinion. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.